Hello and welcome back to the channel, Beastie Boys. It's been a minute, I know, but we still have unfinished business to attend to on the ladder. So today is Diamond 3 gameplay. Before I get into it, I noticed that as of now, I haven't posted a deck list for Bant Falco yet, so that'll be the first link in the description down below. And yeah, with that said, let's get into that gameplay, shall we? Let's get to it. Okay, so unfortunately we have to do voiceovers again. I noticed in the beginning of this video there's a bit of a lag on the picture, so sorry about that. Anyway, on with the game. We decided to keep because we have a cram session, and while there's only 2 lands, cram session does serve as pseudo ramp. So we decided to keep, and let's see what happens. Opponent comes with a little death touch enchantment guy. So we're assuming this is what? Selesnya runes. We do at least draw the 3rd land there, and so we go ahead and cram session, get our sciences, and keep the mana flowing. Opponent swings with a death touch duty. We go ahead and play our sciences, search up white so that we can get our Doomscar online, and play said white mana. Opponent plays the doggy to draw a card. 3 creatures now, so it's a bit scary, but we draw the 2nd white for the Doomscar, and next turn we have Doomscar available, so that's good. Get that on white. Get a 3/3 out that maybe deters them from attacking with everybody. But even if they do here, we plan to take all of it, and then next turn just Doomscar. Okay. They have the removal there for the 3/3, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. We draw the answer in the march. But first step, get the Doomscar going. And then we can always march and get our Falco back. Opponent plays, what is that? Collider? We play the Deluge to see if we can get more mana because we are a bit cramped here. So we go with the land and the Tamiyo. Keep our land drop going. Opponent tries to play some enchantment on the land, turning it into a creature. After seeing if it was possible, I decided I'm gonna march the land creature instead of getting Falco back. And it does work. So we blow up the land. And we take the 2 here. Life total's a little bit low, but we do have the War Chiefs to get some life back if that's what we want. But we decide on Tameo here just to keep their only threat tapped. Or do we? Yep, that's the play. Get Tameo out, keep their only threat tapped for now. Keep our life total healthy. The opponent is stuck on mana here. Okay, so now they go ahead and get rid of Tameo. We draw another land, another green source, which from our hand seems very important here. And now it's time to get those War Chiefs cooking. So we blitz out the first one. Draw the card from that. That's a good draw. Field Trip, yeah, very good draw. Opponent has no problems with enchantment removal. And the fly is starting to become a problem now, actually. Plays a little Death Touch 1/1. The fly is up to a 5/5 now, so that's starting to get a bit scary, yeah. We go Field Trip. And we just get the removal to deal with. Oh, we free Tameo, and then we back to keeping the fly attack. Now's the time to deploy the Stomper. Just ramp a bit more. Opponent with the 100% removal tribal deck. We decide to block just to get the annoying Death Touch 1/1 out the way. Also shrinks their flyer ever so slightly. Blitz out the War Chief. And then we might as well clone him because there's not going to be anything better to play with the clone. So yeah, we go ahead and clone the War Chief. Swing with a Blitz one. Draw the card. Back up to a healthy 15 life now. Opponent plays the Doggo, draws another card, another enchantment removal. Fly is sitting at a 6/6 now. Hectic stuff. And there we go. We draw the card of the match. Farewell should just break the opponent here. Even though it exiles our War Chief, which isn't ideal, but Oh, we just actually go with enchantments.
The future is written in oil and steel.
Doesn't exile the war chief. Awesome. Keep the flyer tapped. Get back our Falco.
Cannot be denied.
Play the Ascendancy to get our combo cooking. Opponent draws a land. And this one is all but over. Gets out the little 2/2. We go ahead and draw 2 cards. Play the turtle. Ramp a bit more. Or we don't ramp because we see then the second turtle on the top there. Keep the flyer tapped.
You cannot delay our victory.
And yeah, the opponent scoops because the writing is on the wall. Okay, this guy's name is My Name is Tiggs. So we should probably just call him Tiggs. Anyway, once again a 2-lander. But once again we have cram session. So we keep. Run out the cram session to get sciences. Sciences for green here so that our Stomper can keep the ramp train going. Opponent with a Stomper of their own. We do draw a second white. But we also need 2 blue, so we play this on white. Stomper fetches the second blue. And now we are set up perfectly for the rest of the game. We've got 2 white, 2 green, 2 blue. Opponent takes care of our Stomper. More land draw, always good. We decide to get the beats going with a blitzed war chief. And it keeps us drawing cards as well as, in this case, because we drew a land, it keeps the ramping going. Opponent takes care of the 4/4 quite easily. Time for us to deploy Falco. Or maybe use this time to ramp. We ramp first, then we play a land. And now we actually play our land for turn, and then we get Falco going. Opponent with the Invoke. And they managed to get their Stomp online, thanks to that Invoke, so that's always nice. We get our tap land out the way. Leaving Deluge and Negate up. We take another hit from the Stomper because the Emperor doesn't really deal with it adequately enough. Opponent with second Stomper, so we just respond by casting Deluge. Second Stomper does open up our Wrath here now. Okay, so they go second Stomper, and then we go ahead and draw 2 more cards. No land that time, but we did get some nice tools there. So it's time to clear the board of the Wrath. Opponent gets the Invoke back, but we just happen to draw Test of Talents, and that's awesome. We get rid of all of the Invokes, just what we need with that annoying card out the way for the rest of the game. Opponent has Shigeki, but at least he won't be getting Invoked back, so that's awesome. Shigeki of our own, that's a good draw. You have Shigeki, the thing you want the most is a ton of lands, so we go with Field Trip, get our Forest. We go with Intro to Prophecy. And then Cram Session. Oh, we go Intro to Prophecy. And we draw the Ascendancy. We go ahead and play the Ascendancy. Opponent Shigeki's 4 cards back to his hand. Binding on our Ascendancy. And the first of two Stompers returns. So we just go ahead and deluge again. Grabbing Depopulate and Yasharan. More ramp. We play Yasharan. Which they immediately kill. Power word kill. Our hand is full, but we are trying to thin the deck and also get a critical mass of lands, so the our Shigeki. We maximize our Shigeki. We just depopulate their Stomper. Preserve life total a bit. We cram session for the 1/1s, the pesty besties, and we discard the land. Opponent with the next Stomper. We get our besties going. Opponent with the emotes thinking, okay. It's got a very removal heavy hand there. We go with one absence on the 4/4. The other absence, probably saving it for the creature lands. And it's at this point that the opponent starts flooding us with the emotes. Okay, I'll go. Sure. In his turn while he's playing, I'll go. But okay. Binding on a 1/1. You got it. Great draw from us. Titan. Opponent getting very impatient for some reason. I think at this point he knew the game was over. There wasn't much he could do. So we just go 4/4 shield counter. Gets rid of our 1/1. He goes for the meat hook, but we do have the answer in the gate. Patience paying off there with that negate. Gets rid of our 4/4 token. Completely fine. Last ditch effort by the opponent to try and make us block, get rid of the shield counter, and then he's able to kill the 7/7, the Titan. But we don't fall for that. We just take the 4. And now we take over the game. Start by tapping down his 4/4.
Phyrexia's story infects the mind.
Opponent is completely salty by this point.
Such an imperfect form.
We even run out the Emperor to take care of the tap creature.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
Salty concede incoming.
Punishment is fun.
Take 7. Emote spam, but I mean there's really nothing you can do here. Kills Tameo. Titan of his own, okay. We kill it before he can put the shield counter on. And there it is. The saltiest of scoops. So, this opponent is just Sal. We have all of our mana available to us. That's a keep. Opponent taking a while to start there, but that's fine. We start by getting our tap land out the way. Up against Rakdos. Play the pathway on green. And just get the 2/2 exiled, because we don't want to have to deal with turn 3 Obnix. At least not 2 Obnixes, thanks to the casualty, because that card's annoying early on. And we don't have a clean answer for it. Turns out it's Jund, not Rakdos. Get our double white online. Foretell the Doomscar. Probably playing the second pathway on blue to cast our card draw. Opponent with that 1/4 old Rustine or something. So we continue with our plan of playing our second blue out, Pathway on blue, end turn. Then play another one, another 3/2. And we go ahead and deluge. Opponent responds by blowing up our blue-white land, which means we have to choose here either blue or white. But we go with double white because we do have Doomscar foretold, and also we want to get out our angel. Besides, we've played the only double blue card in our deck, I believe. We go for a turtle and a march, because turtle is ramp and march can deal with most of what's going on their board. The biggest one is probably the Celestas that we want to get out of there. Rusty comes in for a single point. We do keep drawing land, so that's cool. The turtle can get us our second blue source again if we need to flash back the deluge. But for now, we believe it's most imperative to get rid of the Celestis. So that's where we start. The opponent's on one card, so we don't really want him to cycle and keep getting the best draw off the top. The board is starting to get a little scary as we take 4 there, but the turtle will slam on the brakes a bit from the attacks. And of course we have Doomscar. So we Doomscar the creatures away, get our Ascendancy down, and then the turtle can ramp us next turn and become a growing threat. Opponent flashes back old Rusty. It's not too scary. But the Diagraph Rebirth does mean that if they were to get a scary creature, they could reanimate it, so that's something to keep in the back of our minds. But it's time for the angel. We draw the card, getting rid of one of the shield counters, and now the Ascendancy means even the little tokens are going to become a threat eventually. Opponent cycles one of the blood tokens and makes us sack the angel with a Riveteer's Charm. We do, of course, have our regrowth combo in hand, Shigeki and the other turtle. So, and the opponent does flashback that diagram, but only to get a 3-2. He doesn't really have a threat, a hard-hitting threat, yet. So, we continue our ramp, playing the Cultivator Turtle, second blue source. We are up to 7 mana now, so we can flashback the Deluge already. And like I said, Ascendancy online, so eventually all of our creatures are going to become must answer threats, including the little 1/1 tokens. Opponent does sack the vampire to get rid of our turtle before it grows too big, and he can't do that anymore. Then goes ahead and cycles through his deck by sacking a blood token. And again. Okay, we just decide to get our angel back at this point. And the opponent responds with Riveteer's Charm to exile the entire graveyard. We did know that that was a possibility, but because we've seen Riveteer's Charm, but we had to try. At least we still have Shigeki. So we run out Yashan, fetch up 2 lands. And we're about 1 turn away from the token being 4/4. So starting next turn, it's beat down a clock. We don't quite have our 2 blue open to leave up the counterspell, but starting next turn we can do exactly that. And here we go, beatdown time. Swinging for 9 there. Creatures get bigger, so swinging for 11 next turn. Not quite lethal, but just about. And now we are leaving the devious cover up. Opponent tries for a Titan. Just the thing to devious cover up. And that's a scoop. And that was the end boss of Diamond 3. Okay, and so here we are against Beto. Strap in for a long ride, guys. This one's going to be a long one. Okay. So, we start by once again keeping a 2-lander, but at least we are on the draw, so we go first, and we have green mana to cast our field trip. We start by getting the tap land out the way, of course. We foretell the Doomscar. Now we just need one more land. We can get our field trip sorted. And we do happen to draw it. That's perfect. We'll go ahead and field trip. And we're obviously going to get sciences here. Beto's playing angels. Looks like a mono-white angels deck. Those two angels are the perfect target for the first Doomscar. So we go ahead and do that. And then we sciences to just keep the mana flowing. Get white. Beto of course gets another angel down, but we can keep that tapped with Tamio. So we play Tamio. And we tap the angel.
Bow before Phyrexia.
2 more angels from Beto. We absence the bigger one. Keep the vigilance one tap now. And then we're ready to fire up Deluge to see if we can find a Wrath just to get rid of the angel overlap that Beto has managed to create. He sings Tamio because he kind of has to
Metal is stronger than
find a way to get rid of our Planeswalker. A bit of ramp of his own there. Beto finds the planes. We go ahead and deluge. And we find March and our Cosmos Elixir. And we draw the Wrath, so that's pretty sweet. We go ahead and play it. And for now that takes all the pressure off of Tamio again, so Beto has to rebuild. We just tick Tamio up.
our will cannot be denied.
And here comes Beto with a Warden. So now things are getting pretty scary. We do have March for the Warden, so it's not that bad, but it's not great either. We use Tamio to keep the Warden tapped. We deluge here because I think we're looking for farewell. We don't find farewell, but we do find another march and a cram session. The saga goes to chapter 3 and becomes a creature, so Beto's got 3 creatures now. It's quite a bit of pressure on Tamio. Plays a walk of his own. Ticks up and swings Tamio for 4. And another angel here. So as far as the battlefield is concerned, we are in a spot of bother currently. For now, we just keep the Warden tapped.
Bow before Phyrexia.
We play March on the Angel Lord. Cram session here for Intro to Prophecy, I believe. Oh no, we take the Pesties. Okay. And then we just say done to see how they attack Tamio and if we can maybe march whatever they use to attack Tamio down with. Second Warden though. Beto is looking strong at the moment.
Be brave.
Gives the citizen token +1/+1 and flying. We go ahead and absence the walker. I mean the saga, sorry. The saga creature. I can't remember what we were thinking here. But we do go ahead and march the pumped citizen token, and he swings Tamio, but not for lethal. We get our Cosmos Elixir out because that can start the card draw. And we play Field Trip. And now we definitely get the Intro to Prophecy. Continue to keep one of the Wardens tapped, but that is the last time we're probably able to do that. Draw, and we at least get Mending to dig deeper to find this Farewell that we desperately need here.
I know there's a hero inside you.
Beto uses Elspeth on the other Warden. And they go all out on Tameo. We go for Mending immediately. Still not finding what we need. Dropping Forest and the Pests.
The gears of this story still spin.
We search here with Prophecy. Both of those are going to do us no good. Warden of our own, that's something. And we draw Titan. Pretty good if we can clear this board here. He ticks Elspeth up.
This is my city, and I'm going to protect it.
Oh, sorry, down to find a Saga there. We have the Fateful Absence. This one, the angel that's pumping the team. But we are still going to take a bunch of damage here.
Okay. These jobs are getting deadlier.
We take 14, leaving us on 12. Beto levels up twice and tries to get the angel back. So we go and dig, and boom, we find Farewell. Awesome stuff. We get rid of Negate, Cram Session. Let him get his angel back, let him pump the team. Cleric class even giving +1/+1 and double strike to one of his attackers, but it's not going to matter now. Here comes Farewell. Creatures. Enchantments. Boom. He obviously cracks the clue. And now he's just left with Elspeth, and we've got the best parts of our hand. We've got Titan, we've got War Chief, we've got our Warden. He rebuilds with Kiara. We even have the turtle to go and fetch to regrowth Farewell again if we need it. So our hand is just all gas from here. Gain life, draw a card of that angel. Cleric class comes back. Elspeth ticking up on Giada. End of Foretell. We literally could just channel the turtle and get Farewell back right here. But okay, we go with the Warden play instead. Start to build our own board. Cosmos Elixir doing a nice job of just rebuilding our life total. Back to 18 now. Aspirant takes up the Cleric class. Elspeth to give +1/+1 to the Giada. Aspirant gives it another +1/+1. He's doing a good job of rebuilding, it must be said. Swing for 6. We block with a Warden. And we just go ahead and draw 2 cards. They'll land on green. And it's time for the Titan. We gain 5. Shield count on the Titan. And now we've activated the Cosmos Elixir back to letting us draw cards because we're in 23. So we get that sweet free card draw. He levels the Cleric class, gets the Angel back, pumps the team even more. Another Angel. Gains a life, draws a card. Elspeth plus, making that into a 10-9 now. So his team is once again looking scary, but we do have that Farewell in our back pocket. He swings with the 2 big guys, but we've got 2 big blockers of our own. Opponent on 61 now. Must be nice. And we channel the turtle. Fetch farewell. Same trick. Preaches, enchantments. Boom. He runs out the Wandering Emperor for some reason.
Now you've done it. That's coming off.
We get down another land. And he's got a 2/2. We draw another free card off the elixir.
Strike fast and show 'em what you got.
He pumps the 2/2 with both planeswalkers, swinging for 4. Not bad. We blitz out the War Chief. And we take a swing at Elspeth. Block with a 4/4. But we do get at least 1 point of trample over that. Get a 4/4 of our own. Play the Cultivator. Free card draw. Another farewell, which is great against this deck apparently. He runs out the Doomscar, but we do have Devious cover up at the ready. Four cards back into the library. We usually take legendaries that we can't get back with Shigeki.
I'll be your shield. Show them how we greet our enemies.
He takes Elspeth down, and now he's got a, what is it, a 5/7 flyer? Yep. We just go ahead and swing both at Elspeth, and he just lets it through.
This war is getting out of hand.
Play Falco here. And Vivian
City slickers, how we handle things in the wild.
sacrificing our Cultivator
Work its magic.
to get another War Chief in play. Second Elspeth.
Point me towards the fountain.
And the warden makes a samurai there. We still swing everything at the new Elspeth. Just have to get these walkers off the field. He blocks the war chief and I'll 4-4.
So much for a peaceful resolution.
We at least get into Elspeth for 3 and we still get another wolf 4-4 from our war chief. Another cultivator here. Fetching us an island. And we play Ascendancy off the top using Falco's ability. Because now our army is going to get really big really fast. Which is exactly what we needed. We cast Farewell on creatures because his fly is too big and might take down our Vivian, which we really don't want. Now that we have the Ascendancy. So we just make a 4-4.
Stand in our way. I dare you.
And a Stomper. And it's at this point that Beto starts snoring. Can't deal. He's just gonna emote us for a little bit here. I think Beto realizes that at this point we've taken care of every single creature he's thrown at us, and he's only got the walkers and they aren't long for this world. So poor Beto can't deal anymore. Good times. I mean, it was a good game up until this point, and then so I don't know why the snooze actually. But if there's one thing Arena teaches you, that there's all kinds of soul losers out there. And our boy Beto is no different. The sorest of losers. Yeah, so basically we have two creatures, two 4/4s on the field that are going to keep growing, and our Planeswalker is just going to keep amassing loyalty. We've got 2 cards a turn thanks to the Cosmos Elixir. And Beto is out of tricks by the look of it. Elspeth cannot dig at this moment to find another creature or enchantment to save him. And the Wandering Emperor is only going to make a 2/2. our creatures are gonna outscale that very fast. So yeah, resort to dirtytactics.com. I always wonder if people who you're playing against, if they're trying to waste your time, they think that you're gonna concede or something. Why? Why would you? You've come this far, you are in a winning position. It's just funny. And quite frankly, it's sad. They just look pathetic. Rather just lose with dignity, say good game, and concede. Because now here you are, sitting on YouTube, and everyone can see you for the sad, pathetic mortal that you are. So I think we're going through his deck yet, his graveyard, just to see what possibly he has left that he could throw at us. I think we're taking a while here because of that snooze emote spam that we just received. Oh no, somehow it's his turn and he's not doing anything, so surprise, surprise, the rope comes out. Oh, we're moving to attacks, that's why he's taking long, of course. Because our next move is attack down both the planeswalkers and Beto can't deal. So there we go, attack down the planeswalkers. Somehow he doesn't want to lose on time. So strange. Both planeswalkers go down and our board is just gonna outclass his and he knows it.
Let's rumble.
And after a few more roping, I'm sure the most we're gonna see from Beto is his head exploding. It's probably a little kid, not accustomed to losing yet. But yeah, there it is. Head explodes. GG. Sorry, Beto. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. Unfortunately, I don't have some stats for you today because I had some troubles with untap.gg, but I'm sure we'll have some stats for you in the next one. And yeah, for this one, it's been Beast Out. Peace.